Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Harmon Field here in Wapakoneta, Ohio, where tonight the Wapakoneta Redskins welcome in the Shawnee Indians. The Indians come in 1-7 and 1-6 inside the WBL, facing the Redskins, who enter this game 5-3 and 4-3 inside league play. I'm Dan Hirn along with Paul Sadler. And Paul, this should be a pretty interesting matchup between two teams that play similar styles of offense.
Yeah, this is an old-fashioned Western Buckeye League game, Dan. Both teams are powerful running teams, ranking second and third in the league in rushing.
We talk about the key players for these two teams, and one of the key guys for Wapak is a guy that won't be on the field tonight, and that is Josh Gibson.
Well, Kyle Gibson, as you can see here on the replay, was playing really great football at quarterback for Wapak. This is a game against Ottawa Glandorf. He was getting it done running the ball, throwing the ball. Then actually this is the play here where he ends up breaking his ankle, where he's lost for the season. He tries to gut it out a couple more plays after that, but then he end up being replaced by sophomore Cody Morgan, who's stepped in and done an admirable job here in winning the last two games at the quarterback position as a sophomore.
Now, in last week's game against Van Wert, they started out kind of with a tight style of offense, but were able to open it up as they went along.
Yeah, certainly so. And I'm sure, talking to Coach Fry, Cody Morgan was going to be the guy the next 2 years at quarterback anyway. He just got a chance to start a little bit earlier.
The defense for this Wapakoneta team, a key to how well they're playing this year.
Yeah, the defense has pitched back-to-back shutouts, and it's been a long time since the Redskins have been able to boast that, and they are second in the Western Buckeye League in defense, giving up only 15 points per game. Shawnee
had their heart broken last week, maybe looking to take out some of that anger on the Wapakoneta Redskins tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to be fooled by their record. They had a lot of tough losses, no worse than last week against Defiance, where Defiance was able to score twice in the last 19 seconds of the game, fielding an onside kick and able to come away with the victory.
This this Indians offense is led on the ground.
Yeah, definitely. There's two double running threats. Senior Tyler Friesen, number 6, and 39 Jalen Thomas, a freshman. They combine for 152 yards a game and have 18 total touchdowns.
These two teams are pretty familiar with each other. This is a rivalry ball game in the WBL. The Redskins won the toss and have elected to receive, and Alex Greavy is going to get them off to a good start. He's across midfield to the 40, down the far sideline, and he's got one man to beat. He will be knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
Unbelievable start for the Redskins. Alex Greavy exploding up the left sideline, found a crease in that return, and almost takes it all the way to the house. They got him marked right about the 1-yard line, Dan.
Wow, it looked like he got knocked out a little bit farther upfield than that, but the Redskins will take that for sure. And they are set up for an early score here as Morgan brings the offense onto the field. We'll try and take a look at the starters on this offense as we go along. First down and goal for the 1-yard line for the Redskins. Morgan is under center. He'll keep it himself. And no indication yet from the officials.
But
now we see the touchdown.
And quick start here, 25 seconds into the game, the Redskins go on the board, and that's obviously, for a team like Shawnee that's been in a lot of tight games but just haven't been able to finish, definitely not the way they want to begin a game.
So the special teams that did the Redskins a lot of favors last week against Van Wert helps them out at the start of this ball game as well. The extra point is up, and it is good. And so with 11:35 left here in the first quarter, the Redskins get on the board quickly. And Paul, that gives us a chance to talk a little bit more about these two teams as we take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, Greavy there with an 87-yard touchdown, or kickoff return here to begin with for the game. Allows Cody Morgan to finish off the drive, getting the ball into the end zone.
So Morgan with the 1-yard touchdown and a 7-0 Redskins lead very early. And if you're Dick West, this is the opposite of what you were hoping to see for your 1-7 Shawnee Indians team.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game we kind of have written down was for Shawnee coming into the game was, what kind of emotion they were able to kind of return after having basically victory snatched away from them. You know, they had a 12-point lead with 1:42 to go when freshman Jalen Thomas scored from 55 yards out. You usually feel pretty safe in that situation, and you know, unfortunately for Shawnee, you know, Defiance was able to make a play, several plays to be able to win that game.
The kick is away from the Redskins, and this one will hit and roll out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So the Indians will have pretty good field position to start their first possession. Not as good as the Redskins had, obviously, but they will start out at the 35-yard line. Here's the offensive line starters for the Shawnee Indians.
Yeah, Shawnee Indians has a few injuries on this, but it's a big group. The smallest person is 204 pounds, so you know, for the powerful running game and the quickness that they have, it's a strong group anchored by Will Brown.
Indians will come to the line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line. They are led, as we mentioned in the pregame, by their running attack. One wide receiver to the near side. They put a man in motion across the backfield. He'll take the handoff. That's Rollins, and he'll bring it up across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and Rollins, even though we didn't talk about him in the beginning, he actually led the Indians in rushing last week with 163 yards. I believe he's been coming off a thumb injury.
Here's a look at the skill players for the Indians.
Again, at running back, Thomas and Friesen, you know, the double threats for this team.
And each of them with over 500 yards rushing so far on the year. Man in motion again. This time the handoff and off the right side. And Kaplan with the carry.
Yeah, that's only his 18th carry on the season. You know, he'll get, you know, a few carries here and there just to keep the offense honest. But for the most part, they're going to try to include kind of their quick skill guys, Friesen, Thomas, and also, as we saw in the first one, Cody Rollins. Zach Bailey is the senior quarterback. He's a two-way player for him, only completing about 46% of his passes, but he does have 6 touchdowns to 4 interceptions on the year.
He will bring them to the line of scrimmage. One receiver wide to the far side this time as Bailey is under center. He puts a man in motion, and they do the double reverse. It'll come to the near side. Up the near side of the field is Friesen. He's going to be knocked out of bounds as he gets to the 20-yard line.
And Shawnee is an explosive team. You know, both teams like to run the ball, but they have different styles. Wapak likes to kind of get you, you know, 4 or 5 chunks at a time. You know, Shawnee might not get a whole lot of yards and all of a sudden hits the big play like they did on that play right there.
Nice run for Friesen as we take another look at it. He'll be coming right at you.
Yeah, great block actually by Bailey for the 36-yard gain for Friesen. Friesen again came into the game, the 5th leading rusher in the Western Buckeye League.
They'll bring him to the line. Bailey will have one receiver to his right, and he works out of the shotgun for the first time tonight. Man in motion across the backfield to pitch it to him. That's Rollins going to the right side. He'll pick up positive yards down around the 20.
Yeah, Brandon Miller, linebacker, coming up. We're going to say his name a lot tonight. Was able to come in and make the play there from his linebacker spot for the Redskins.
Let's take a look at the linebackers here for the Redskins.
Yeah, a lot of experience there. Smurgy as junior is one of the leading tacklers in the Western Buckeye League. And like I said, Brandon Miller before, veteran player, 3-year letterman for this team.
Smurgy with 77 tackles on the year, in addition to his short yardage running ability. So the Indians threatening here. 2nd down and 8, ball to 23-yard line. That one will go up the middle. Not much there for Zach Casey. As we take a look at the defensive backfield for the Redskins.
And again, some decent experience back here too. Johnny Crawford, Alex Greavy with the big kickoff return before, and the quarterback, Cody Morgan, all experienced players here for the defense.
We talked about the importance of defense in this ballgame. Johnny Crawford leads the WBL with 5 interceptions on the season.
But we'll see if they put the ball in the air here or not, or I'd like to stay on the ground here on this big 3rd down, Dan.
Mulcahy, the lone wideout, wide to the near side as flags come down as this play gets started, and that usually indicates offensive movement. And that's what we have. So the Indians shooting themselves in the foot there. And bring up a 3rd down
and we'll see Coach West tipped his hand there a little bit. He did call for the rollout pass there by Bailey. Now it's 3rd and 12. You know, is he going to stick with that play call, or is he going to kind of go back and run the ball here, keeping in mind that it's probably 4-down territory?
Vernon wide to the near side, and Bailey out of the shotgun. He sends Mulcahy in motion across the backfield. He's back to pass, looking, fires incomplete over the head of Vernon at about the 5-yard line.
And nice double coverage there by Lockridge and Crawford. Was not open whatsoever. Brings up a 4th down.
So the Indians with the ball at the 27-yard line.
And actually, going into the game, Shawnee is 7 for 14 on 4th down conversions.
How many of those were 12 yards and plus there, Paul?
We'll have our stat guy look that up.
All right. Bailey will work out from under center this time. He puts a man in motion. They do the double reverse again, and it's Friesen to the right side, but this one sniffed out. And play ends at about the line of scrimmage, and the ball will go back to the Redskins.
Yeah, same play that they ran, just the other direction for the big play by Friesen, but this time it was sniffed out by Isaac Kirby.
There was a penalty flag down, but it was a holding call against the Indians, so that one will be waved off, and the Redskin offense will come back out onto the field. And we'll get a chance to see a little bit more of them as they have a little bit farther to travel here.
Yeah, you know, promising drive, you know, kind of, you know, for naught here for Shawnee. And that's been a little bit of their MO, unfortunately, so far. You know, they move the ball pretty well. Statistically, it looks pretty good, but still ends up with no points.
Morgan under center. Handoff to the left side, and a gain, short gain, up to about the 30-yard line. I think it was Schmergy on the carry. Take a look at offensive starters here for the Redskins. As it looks like Miller is going to check into the backfield. Brandon Miller, linebacker on this Redskin defense, as well as playing some offense of late. Morgan, and the handoff will go up the middle. Positive gain across the 35 and close to another first down.
Yeah, and that's the Jensen Miracle, the leading rusher for this team, averaging 70 yards a game on that quick trap. He's 6th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing this year, averaging 5.7 to carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, which is exactly what Coach Fry wants to get out of his offense. Wants positive plays on 1st and 2nd down to set up that 3rd down and short.
Schmergy will check back into the ball game, along with Ryan Greavy, as you see Miller and Crawford check out. Split backfield behind Morgan, and he keeps it himself, plows forward. He'll be close to the 40-yard line before he's stopped, and a first down for the Redskins.
Yeah, nice surge there by center Will Rankin, the 5'9", 220-pound sophomore at the center position. Second time they've been able to gain positive yardage, one for the touchdown, one for the first down there on the quarterback sneak.
This is a Redskin team that averages 372 yards of total offense, 223 of those yards coming on the ground. And they average 26 points a game. Handoff to the up man, and Miracle falling across the 45 to the 46-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play.
As I mentioned, again, contrast in styles. Both teams are running teams. However, this is what Wapak wants to do. They want to get 4 to 6 yards of carry. They want to kind of chunk it, and, you know, it doesn't bother them if they don't hit that 50-yard run.
Same formation here. 2nd down and 4. Handoff again up the middle. And this will be close to, and it will be another first down as Miracle takes it across the midfield stripe into Indians territory to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Shawnee mostly is playing, you know, an even front, which means that they're not covering the nose guard, and they really like what they're seeing from that. They've been able to run, you know, the quarterback sneaks and traps, running between the tackles against this front.
Morgan with a handoff here, and more running room up the middle for Miracle as he gets another first down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line.
Nice adjustment right there by by actually Wapak with the play call. Shawnee started to pinch in a little bit there on that possession, on that particular play, and then they decided to call the off-tackle play. Miracle bends it back to the inside as he tends to do, and ends up getting a nice gain and a first down for the Redskins on a 12-yard run.
Ball at the 37-yard line, and the Indians have shown an inability of stopping anything offensively for the Redskins. Here's Greavy, who had that outstanding kick return. He goes off the left side, down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line.
Well, in this Shawnee group, they really need to be able to step up defensively. They have been giving up, way too many points. They're ranked 8th in the Western Buckeye League in points allowed, giving up nearly 37 points a game. And truthfully, they need to really step up if they want to be able to win this football game tonight. They need to be able to limit Wapak.
Yeah, and their opponents on average have been putting up almost 400 yards of offense against them. Here's Miracle again, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Let's take a look at the offensive line as this drive continues to move downfield, and these are the guys that push it.
Yeah, a younger, inexperienced group. This was not a group that returned any starters from this past year, but, in week 9, they're all kind of veteran guys now, but you see only one senior in that group. And we kind of mentioned Will Rankin doing a really good job at center so far.
Morgan under center. We've seen this formation several times, and this time the Indians put a stop to it at the 30-yard line. Maybe a lost a yard. Here's the skill players for this Redskin offense.
By the way, that's Jansen McCormick on the hit. That was his 12th tackle for loss. Skill players, getting a lot of athletic guys. This is a senior group, as you can see. Greavy, Wendell, Johnny Crawford, all big play type guys.
We have not seen, we got a 4th down here. 4th down and 2 coming up for the Redskins as Morgan will be under center. Handoff, left side. And they're looking like they've got the first down. And that will do it. Wendell with the carry will give the Redskins another first down. Take a look at the quarterback here for this Redskin team.
Yeah, see Morgan, as we mentioned, Coach Fry kind of pegged him. He's probably going to be the starting quarterback, his junior and senior year. And, this is supposed to be Kyle Gibson's, 3rd year around here. But, things happen. Morgan's a starting quarterback a little bit earlier than they thought.
Miracle around the end and back to the middle. He'll get down inside the 15-yard line to about the 13. And another first down for the Redskins.
Yeah, here's a replay, a little quick pitch, and Miracle just kind of really loves to cut back. It's a real tendency, people tend to over pursue a little bit, and he's really good at finding that little crease and getting back to the middle. 13 yards on that carry.
This Indians defense has been on the field a while. Let's take a look at their starters.
Yeah, you have 3 guys playing both ways there on that front with Taylor Brown and
Here's Miracle off the left side. He's going to be stacked up as he gets down inside the 10 to about the 8. As we look at the linebackers for the Indians.
Youth being served here, Heights and Hefner, freshmen, 2 of their bigger tacklers, but Brandon Cole is actually the second leading tackler in the Western Buckeye League.
Comes in with 112 tackles on the season.
Already 12 plays in this drive coming up, being the 12th play right here, Dan.
2nd down and 5. Ball at the 8-yard line. Morgan under center. Handoff. It'll go to the right side, and into the end zone is Wendell.
Yeah, there's that counter play that Wapak likes to run. Wendell, sometimes might be, kind of forgotten, lost in the shuffle sometimes. Trots in with his 3rd touchdown on the year.
So an impressive drive for the Redskins, and they did exactly what they want to do on that possession. As you see Wendell take it in, nice replay there.
Yeah, good job by Wyatt Harrison leading the way with kick-out block.
Extra point is up, and that one is good as well. 2:36 left here in the first quarter, and the Redskins have opened up a 14-0 lead. You are watching high school football on TSC.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
Are you hungry for some great food? Then come get some at CJ's Pizza. With fantastic prices and amazing food, you can't go wrong no matter what you order. Every Friday night during the football season, stop in and get an 18-inch 2-topping pizza and 20 wings for $25 between 4 and close. CJ's Pizza has 2 locations, the Grandview Plaza in Wapakoneta and on Main Street in Cridersville. CJ's Pizza. Come get some.
An impressive scoring drive puts the Redskins up by a score of 14-0 with 2:36 left here in this first quarter as they kick it away. The Indians will get another chance with it. Friesen fields it inside the 10, brings it back to the near side of the field, looking for the corner. He turns it up as he gets to the 20 and up to the 23-yard line.
An impressive scoring drive there. 12 plays, 73 yards, 5 minutes and 42 seconds, all on the ground on that particular possession, capped off by 8-yard touchdown run by Josh Wendell.
Now the Redskins had not been shy about their tendency to run the ball, and their offense did open up a little bit more toward the latter stages of last week's game, but they're not afraid to let Cody Morgan throw the ball. We'll get another look at the Indians offense here as Bailey will be working out of the shotgun. Pitch, Mulcahy to the right side. Across the 25 to the 30, finds some room up to the 40. He's still on his feet across midfield, and he is off to the races. Touchdown, Shawnee.
Mulcahy showing some of that speed that I talked about with Coach Fry earlier this week, just exploding down the sideline. A two-way player for him. Again, they got so many speed and weapons on here. That is his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, a 76-yard touchdown run.
Exactly what the Shawnee offense needed as they were jolted awake there. Extra point attempt coming up.
And already in this game, Shawnee has 119 yards rushing.
Bianco to attempt the extra point. Hold is down, the kick is up, and that one is good. So the Shawnee Indians answer with a quick score of their own. And with 2:13 remaining here in this first quarter, it's the Redskins 14 and the Indians 7. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
For over 100 years, the Stolle Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. And together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolle Insurance in Lima, Walpock, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolle Insurance.
Redskins with a 14-7 lead. An impressive 76-yard run for Mulcahy to spark the Indians' offense.
Yeah, I mentioned the big play guys, McCulhey, Friesen, and Thomas, all big play guys for Shawnee. And, you know, this offense can score points for Shawnee. You know, they're averaging, 26 points a game. Mm-hmm. You know, they can put points up on the scoreboard. You know, it's just a matter of the defense, being able to limit the offense of Wapak.
Coming into this game, the Indians had given up more yards on average through the air than on the ground, but that may change tonight. Good return here, and Johnny Crawford up across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle by Marquise Miller in special teams. No way were they going to let Wapak get a big kick return that time.
Here's another look at that run by Mulcahy.
And Shawnee takes advantage of a lot of different types of short little motion. And then they just kind of pull a couple different guys out there. You had Friesen blocking, you had Jalen Thomas blocking, and just exploding up the sideline there. And no one was going to catch him. Just a lot of team speed for Shawnee.
Well, that didn't give the Indians defense much of a rest, and they were on the field for a long stretch there on that last drive.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of getting a little bit of confidence in your teammates and give you that much more confidence yourself on the other side of the ball.
Short run there on first down, brings up a 2nd down and 9. That was Miracle on the carry for the Redskins. They have basically stayed in this formation through all of their offensive plays so far. Here's a handoff to the near side. Miracle nearly broke free on that run out across the 35-yard line.
And with the exception of that first play of this possession, you know, there hasn't been a whole lot of resistance at the point of attack by Shawnee defensively. You got to really credit the offensive line so far with the Redskins to be able to open up those holes.
Enough for a first down for the Redskins. Puts the ball at the 38-yard line. Wendell and Miracle in the backfield. And this time the handoff goes to Greavy. He'll go off the left side, hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage, and may have been stopped a yard short.
And nice step up that time by Shawnee's defense. You know, like I said, they need to be able to stop, you know, the Redskins and keep them from getting those, you know, 3rd and shorts and 2nd and mediums. They need more and string these kind of plays together.
So a gain of a yard on the play, they'll say. 2nd down and 9 coming up. And Morgan brings him to the line of scrimmage. Pitch to the near side. It'll be Miracle looking for the corner. He's hit and knocked off his feet as he gets to the 41-yard line. A gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, it was strung out really nicely and then cleaned up by Cody Rollins. Shawnee's going to have more team speed. And when Wapak was having a lot of success on their earlier drive, they're running between the tackles. When you go to the outside against Shawnee, if they're able to string it out, they're going to be able to kind of make that play. And we also need to make sure we credit Cody Rollins. He didn't really make the tackle, but he did a great job, you know, extending the play outward.
Morgan back to pass for the first time tonight. Fires it down the middle of the field, and it is caught up across the 40 at the 35-yard line by Chrysler.
Yeah, Brandon Chrysler, the big tight end, he took a shot, but he hauled it in. He is tied coming into the game with 20 receptions for the team lead. As you can see here, got just lit up on this. Just a tremendous job to be able to hold on to it. You know, nice clean hit by Rollins, but a big first down reception by Chrysler, and a nice pass by Morgan for 23 yards.
Well, if the first quarter is any indication, this should be a good one. That's 1 quarter of play here from Harmon Field. The Redskins on top by a score of 14-7. You are watching high school football on TSC.
I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Here's another look at that nice catch by Chrysler. Boy, Paul, as a former tight end, you got to respect that.
You sure do. Sometimes when you're running that little seam route, you're going to get hit from somewhere, especially if the ball's up high a little bit. But tremendous concentration and a nice place to put a ball. Cody Morgan's more known as more of an athlete so far that's grown into the passing role, and with a nice play there to pick up the first down.
His first pass of the night. Here is Miracle off the left side, and he'll pick up positive yardage down to the 31-yard line.
Carter Jones and Brandon Cole in on the play that time. Again, Shawnee's strength defensively is going from sideline to sideline. Wapak, has been staying in their traditional wing T formation and running wing T plays. They've got a nice gain on that, of 5 yards. But Coach Fry's trying to keep them off balance. Inside, go outside, and try to keep them guessing.
Wendell and Miracle in the backfield. Johnny Crawford wide to the left. It'll be Miracle off the right side. He gets down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Gain of a couple more and bring up a very manageable third down.
And that's Wapak Redskin football. Coach Fry definitely, as mentioned, really preaches, wants positive yards on each of the plays. As you said, a reasonable third down and 2. You're in the opponent's part of the field, nearing the red zone 27-yard line. Obviously, I would still expect this to continue to keep the ball on the ground just to try to pick up the first down.
Well, the Indians defense has given them little reason to go any other way. Here's a handoff left side. Miracle down to the 25-yard line. It'll be close to another first down. We'll see where they mark it.
A nice double team by tight end Ryan Greavy. And we can see it right there, that double team. Get a ton of movement right there. Him and check that, Kyle Gonerman, the 6'1", 215-pound junior, doing a good job on the left-hand side. Not enough for a first down, however, as it brings up 4th and inches.
Morgan will bring him to the line. We've seen him plunge forward for a couple of carries already, and he'll do the same here and pick up another Redskin first down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, we used to call that wedge blocking from the line, where basically all you're trying to do is get shoulder pad to shoulder pad, from guard to tackle all the way to the center, and just kind of wedge forward and get a little bit of a cushion so your quarterback can move up. So you get a nice look at it right here. As you see, Shawnee, they're not moving back a whole lot on that, but when you're talking about 4th and inches, you don't need that much of a push. You just need that little cushion for the quarterback to be able to pick up the first down.
Morgan under center. The pitch to Schmergy going off the right side. He's going to plow his way forward inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play.
And a little bit of a trend breaker call right there for Fry, for Coach Fry, I should say. Smurgy's been kind of the short yardage between the tackle guy. Haven't really seen him a whole lot getting the ball on the outside on quick pitch. And he's definitely, athletic enough, even though he's a bigger guy. He's normally a middle linebacker playing from, middle inside out anyway.
Definitely looked like he was running downhill as he got to the corner there. He stays in there. And they'll hand it off to him this time up the middle. And he's going to come up about a yard short of that first down.
Yeah, trap play right there. And again, that's what we've kind of seen Smurgy, kind of make his money so far there. Hopefully not literally make his money. Offensively between the tackles.
So a 3rd down and 1 for the Redskins. They have set themselves up again. Schmergy stays in there. He's back there with Miracle, and they have Wendell back there as well on this 3rd down. Handoff Schmergy left side. He's going to plow down to about the 12-yard line, so more than enough for the first down.
Yeah, and freshman Dylan Hefner was there on the tackle, but Smurgy's got about 50 pounds on him, was able to move the freshman forward to pick up the first down easily.
There's another drive that's eating up some time. We're down under 9 minutes to play here.
13th play of the drive coming up right here, Dan.
Pitch this time, Miracle going to the right side, down inside the 10-yard line, spun around, and he'll go down at about the 8. Gain of 4 on that first down carry.
Yeah, and almost Jansen McCormick almost had the play in the backfield right there. Instead, he was able to escape the tackle and cut up for, a reasonable gain of 4.
He is a shifty runner. Crawford and Miller checking into the game. And it looks like Chrysler will check out. Crawford wide to the far side on the right. Greavy And Miracle in the backfield will be Miracle off the left side. And he gets down to the 6-yard line. Gain of a couple more. And
a really nice tackle right there. Connor Bianco really kind of knifed in from his outside linebacker spot to be able to make that play.
Morgan brings the play in from the sideline. 3rd down and 3 now. As the Redskins continue to churn down toward the goal line. Schmergy and Miracle in the backfield. It'll be Schmergy to the right side. And he fights his way down inside the 5 to about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line.
Yeah, kind of student body right there. You know, the pitch, everybody's leading up, including Cody Morgan from the quarterback position. Shawnee holding firm here a little bit. You know, it's a 4th and 1. You know, given the situation, you know, it's probably too early to say that this is crucial to the game. However, if they could get a stop right here, you know, this would be big for their confidence.
Well, they have been on the field a lot so far in this first half. Morgan will be under center. Another 4th down. This time Schmergy left side, end zone, touchdown.
Yeah, and that's the 3rd 4th down conversion of the game for the Redskins, and this time it's for a touchdown. Schmergy's able to smash the ball in to the end zone. That's his 6th touchdown of the year. As we see here on this replay, Wyatt Harrison leading up the field, being able to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
So another extra point attempt for Ewing, and he puts it up, and it is good. 6:29 left in our half, and the Redskins push their lead back out to 14. They lead 21-7 here at Harmon Field. You are watching high school football on TSC.
TSC, located throughout Auglaize County and Southern Allen County, has been accused of having the lowest prices of telephone, television, and high-speed internet service in the area, packages starting as low as $59.95 a month. Now, while other companies have yet to comment, TSC spokesperson had this to say.
We simply want to offer folks the most affordable packages of the highest quality products. It's just that simple.
To speak with a TSC representative for yourself, dial either of these 2 phone numbers.
When you think of protecting your assets, there's more than just your home and car. There's also your life and your family's future. Ensure those you love most are taken care of with protection planning. Life changes and opportunities occur. Look to someone you can trust with a customized approach. Minster Bank's Private Wealth Management Group, investment and insurance products. Not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
The Redskins set to kick it off here with 6:29 left in the quarter. And the Redskins with a 21-7 lead as Ewing has it teed up. Kick is away. And it'll be fielded by Friesen. He brings it up the near side to the 30, and he's popped and brought down to the 32-yard line.
And Friesen's actually the leading returner in the Western Buckeye League. Has 2 touchdowns on the season so far. I talk about that drive. It was a 16-play, 73-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Zach Schmergy pounds it in for the touchdown. As we kind of mentioned, you know, this is an old-fashioned WBL football game. You know, both teams are just grinding it out on the ground. You know, the teams are combined for 1 for 2 passing so far.
Bailey under center. He will hand it off to Friesen, who runs into a tackler after a gain of maybe a yard.
Again, Shawnee running a lot of motion, running a lot of short motion to be able to, you know, work those sidelines. They don't attack the middle of the defense nearly as much as Wapak does.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. And the Redskins will come to the line of scrimmage. Or excuse me, rather the Indians will come to the line of scrimmage. Bailey out of the shotgun now. Mulcahy wide to the left on the far side of the field. They put a man in motion across the backfield. Bailey rolling out to the far side. Flags are down. He's hit. and he's brought down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and the flag's going to be an illegal formation. They were trying to go an on-balance line and didn't have a legal receiver on the right-hand side of the formation.
So with the penalty, we'll negate kind of an ugly play anyway.
Yeah, we should give credit to Zach Dietering making the play in the backfield right there. Makes sense to be able to decline that penalty because you got the loss already.
Mm-hmm. But a 2nd down and 15 coming up. Back to pass. Bailey, left side, looking. Mulcahy has it, and he's brought down at near the 45 at about the 44-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, Mulcahy, kind of a dual threat running and catching, leading receiver for the team. That was his 20th catch on the year. Very athletic type player, as you could saw from that touchdown run. We're in a nice little corner route that time, as you can see here on the replay. Got himself wide open and dug themselves out of a big 3rd down hole.
17 yards in the pass completion, and Bailey will work out of the shotgun again. They put a man in motion across the backfield, and flags come down again, as the Indians may have sent themselves moving backwards again. So it'll be 5 more yards back in 1st and 15 coming up.
And those are unforced penalties, Dan. You know, that's the 3rd penalty that they've had from either not lining up correctly, having false start, and you know the defense doesn't force you into those type of mistakes. Those are things that you need to be able to control yourself.
Mm-hmm. Back to the line of scrimmage and a 1st down and 15. Lambert wide to the left. Bailey working out of the shotgun again and put the man in motion. Mulcahy will take the handoff, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
No,
so it looks like a loss of a yard.
And the backside defense for the Wapak really read their keys and did a good job. Nathan Bracey was just waiting on him right there, and then Adam Henderson came up to be able to finish the play up. They were not fooled on that misdirection play whatsoever.
Good look at the replay there. So a 2nd down and 15 now, as they gave him the line of scrimmage on the play.
But as mentioned, you know, this is kind of what Shawnee does. You know, they might have the negative plays or the no yardage, whatever, but they can also hit that big-time play for the touchdown at any time.
Well, they've already connected on a 17-yarder earlier in this possession. Bailey back to pass, getting pressure, escapes 1 man, escapes 2, and then is buried at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, you can only ask your quarterback to do so much. You know, he evaded, 2 would-be tacklers, and there's just too many Redskins there for him to be able to contend with.
Too much lookout blocking up front.
And see, here's the replay. Kirby comes in first, isn't able to make the play, but then finally in there, Bracey finally comes in and makes the play on Bailey to be able to take the man down and bring up a 3rd and about 21.
4.5 minutes left in the half. The Indians trailing 21-7. And we'll see 2 receivers wide to the near side. It will be Mulcahy wide with Vernon inside of him. And Bailey is back to pass. Lobs it underneath Mulcahy. Catches at the 35, and he's hit and wrapped up as he gets to the 36-yard line. So not a lot there on that play. It brings up a 4th down.
No, but, definitely worth trying to get the ball into one of your athletic players' hands on the slip screen. Zach Smirgy didn't make the play. However, he disrupted the speed of Mulcahy just enough to allow Henderson to come in there and make that play. Here we see the replay. That's from a couple plays ago, however.
That was a big stick on Bailey. That really changed the way this drive progressed for the Indians, and they were forced to punt it away. And Rollins will put the foot into it. Good pressure again by Wapak, and it's a high kick. It didn't go very far, and takes a Redskin bounce down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Johnny Crawford was doing right there. It was bouncing their way. He could have just let it go. That was actually a negative 2-yard punt. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
That hurts. And you're a Browns fan.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
The ball went straight up and had a bunch of backspin on it, and it went backwards about a good 15 yards and did end up being a negative, kick. That's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Well, Redskins have great field position to start this next possession. However, they're going to have to speed things up. There's only 3 minutes and change left in the quarter. Here's Crawford off the right side. Not much there for him.
And the Shawnee defense has been on the field a lot. Time of possession heavily in Wapak's favor, 13:51 to 6:47.
Well, and if you're on the Indians defense, you got to kind of look back at the clock and be a little relieved that you're not going to be out there for the next 8 minutes watching the Redskins run at you.
No, but they've got to be able to kind of draw the line in the sand themselves. They need to come up and be able to make these stops themselves. Instead of putting it on their offense. Let's get a 3 and out. Get the ball in good field position.
After the flag, it'll be a 1st down and 7. And to the near side, it'll be Miracle scrambling, stays on his feet inside the 20, and rode out of bounds as he gets to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, nice pitch play on the outside. Good running there by Miracle, as we mentioned, the leading runner for Wapak coming into the game. Hits the outside here we see on the replay. Ryan Greavy with a nice job with the down block. Josh Wendell, halfback, with a nice kick-out block to be able to lead it up the sideline.
Morgan will be under center. Wendell and Miracle behind him. This time it'll be Miracle up the middle, inside the 15 down to about the 10-yard line. And the Indians haven't had much of an answer for this Wapak running game so far tonight. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and just 4 for the Redskins. Handoff, Schmergy, left side. He's down to the 10. Still a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, we haven't really talked enough about them, but, the freshman linebackers, Griffin Heights, and that time Dylan Hefner, who I think we mentioned before, who's the 2nd leading tackler on the team. A lot of youth being served here on the Shawnee defense. 3 of their top 4 tacklers are those linebackers, and they're all underclassmen, 2 freshmen and a junior.
Under 2 minutes to play. It'll be Schmergy to the right side now, and he's hit in the backfield, but he escapes the first tackler. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be the 9-yard line.
And Jalen Taylor almost makes the big play in the backfield for Shawnee. As it is, it brings up a 4th down, which Wapak is a perfect 3 for 3 in 4th down conversions.
A minute and a half remaining here in the first half, excuse me. And the Indians would love to have a stop here.
So Smurgy actually coming off on this short yardage play.
Greavy and Miracle in the backfield behind Morgan. It will be Greavy to the left side, and he's going to fight his way down to the 6. But a flag comes down on the near side of the field. We'll see what that's about.
Flag on the play.
The officials conferencing.
A chop block. But they're going to call it on Shawnee.
It goes against Shawnee. Interesting.
Well, that's something that you see a little bit in high school football. Some defensive technique, and you see it right there on number 33 there for Connor Bianco. Taking the legs out of the lead blocker. Technically, that is illegal in high school football. You don't always see it called, but neither the offense nor the defense can initiate contact below the legs on whether it's the blocker or a defensive player.
And for good reason. Ball spotted inside the 5-yard line, so 1st and goal for the Skins, and Morgan will be under center. And now this play whistled dead before it gets started. And a timeout going to be taken by the Indians. 1:01 left in our half. And the Redskins leading it 21-7. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Tailgaters Drive-Thru, located just south of Lincoln Avenue on Defiance Street, has the best pizza in Wapakoneta. Tailgaters Drive-Thru is hot food, cold drinks. Tailgaters Drive-Thru on Defiant Street. We've got what you're looking for.
Timeout taken by the Shawnee Indians as they are facing another red zone situation. The Redskins threatening to score again. They have the ball at the Shawnee 4-yard line, 1st and goal.
And Wapak has been able to do really whatever they want here so far, running the ball. So far they've had 34 total plays. 33 of them have been rushes.
And the pass play that they did try was a big gainer down the middle. Morgan under center. Handoff, Wendell to the right. And he is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, just a tremendously blocked play, a wide open hole for him to just be able to go through for the touchdown. And you can see a lot of heads starting to hang for Shawnee. They definitely need to be able to step up and handle this blocking. And great kick out block by Brandon Chrysler, the tight end, really drove his defender way out of the hole to be able to make an enormous running lane on that play.
Ewing out to attempt his 4th extra point of the night. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 56 seconds left in the half, and the Redskins now with a 28-7 lead. And Paul, if you're the defensive coaching staff on the other side of this field, what are you telling these Indians as they come off the field?
Well, we just need to find ways to be able to get stops, and sometimes we need to get those stops not before it gets to 3rd and 4th down and short. Sometimes we've gotten some stops on 1st down, but we need to get back-to-back plays to get them into that 3rd and long, get them out of that comfort zone. Most of Wapak's 3rd downs have been 3rd and short, which is exactly what Coach Fry wants to get. So when it gets to that 3rd short and 4th and short, and then they convert, it's kind of demoralizing for you. So you really need to be able to have something just kind of go your way. They still probably got confidence in the offense. They're explosive. They still may be able to score with them. But at some point they need to be able to make some stops, as Wapak has scored on every possession so far.
Ewing tees it up, and the kick is away. Fielded by Friesen at the 15, up to the near side of the 30, and cuts it back up the middle to the 33-yard line. So 50 seconds left here in the half, and we'll see what the Indians decide to do with it.
Well, truthfully, with their team speed, just if they decide to run the ball, that's not exactly going to be sitting on it. They got decent field position after that return, and they just got so much team speed. They might have the most team speed in the Western Buckeye League we've seen so far. We had some rain earlier, but playing on the turf, kind of really negates that, as a disadvantage for the speed. So, they still are likely to have a chance to score, perhaps.
Miller wide to the near side. Friesen will take the handoff, and he's tripped up in the backfield, and he'll go down at about the 29-yard line.
Thomas Shaneline doing a tremendous job, the 6'3", 210-pound sophomore, getting great penetration and disrupting that play, which could have been potentially a big play if he wouldn't have been there.
Now 30 seconds left in the half.
Now at this point, Coach West might kind of decide that, we tried one of our, trickier counter plays. It didn't work for us. Maybe we might just need to go to halftime and talk about this.
Miller wide to the near side. Man in motion across the backfield. It'll be Mulcahy up to the 35 to the 40, and he'll go out of bounds at the 41-yard line, about a yard short of the 1st down, with 4 seconds left in the half.
Well, you don't have very much to lose right here, Dan. So, whatever you got in your playbook, it's 3rd and 1. You could even make a case that you want to make just a quick little quarterback sneak to be able to pick up the 1st down. You could use a timeout and still maybe have some time left. Will be interesting to see what Coach West draws up here.
Bailey will work out of the shotgun. And he has Thomas back there with him. They fake the handoff. He will fire it out to the near side. Mulcahy pulls it in across midfield to the 46-yard line, and that'll be the final play of the 1st half. So after one half of football here at Harmon Stadium, 28-7 in favor of the home team, and you are watching high school football on TSC.
So, You think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
Halftime here at Harmon Field, and the Redskins in command 28-7. As we are at the break, we take a look at first half highlights from tonight's game, Paul. And this is a game that was dominated on the ground by the Redskins throughout the first half, and that'll play out as we take a look at the highlights. But the Redskins got started early with an Alex Greavy kick return.
Yeah, definitely the way you want to start a game right here. Greavy goes up the middle, cuts up to the left-hand side, gets all the way down the 1 yard line for an 87-yard kickoff return to start the game.
That got it all the way down to the 1 yard line and was followed by this Cody Morgan plunge into the end zone. That got the Redskins on the board early.
Yeah, and Shawnee answers with Friesen with a long 35-yard run up the left-hand sideline. Unfortunately, they end up empty on that first possession.
Redskins back to work on the ground, and they put together a couple of serious drives in this first half, and Miracle was a big part of that.
Yeah, it sure was. Ended up with over 100 yards so far for the half. Here we see Josh Wendell capping off that drive with the first of 2 touchdowns.
They did throw the ball on occasion, one occasion.
One occasion, and it was a good one right there. Brandon Chrysler hauls it in after getting the big hit. Then that was capped off with a Zach Murgy touchdown, and that was a 16-play drive for the Redskins.
Indians had their struggles offensively, and Wapak defense caused them a lot of problems in the first half.
Yeah, defensively right there, Nathan Bracey makes the play there for the sack, and it allows the Redskins to get the ball back on the offense. Here we see Jensen Miracle again heading to the outside.
And that drive capped off with this Wendell run around the corner. He had a strong first half.
Yeah, we need to make mention of Casey Mulcahy kind of hauls this pass in. He also had a long touchdown run for the only points of the game so far for the Indians.
We're at halftime here in Harmon Field, and the Redskins lead by a score of 28-7. We'll have more high school football for you on TSC.
For over 100 years, the Shawnee Insurance team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. But together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Shawnee Insurance in Lima, Wapak, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Shawnee Insurance.
Tonight's broadcast of TSC Touchdown Friday is brought to you in part by TSC, your hometown choice for cable, talk, and internet. And by G.A. Windsor & Son. When you see an orange truck, think green.
Back here for the start of the second half at Harmon Field. Redskins where they want to be, leading 28-7 against the Shawnee Indians. And as we get set for the start of the second half, the Indians will get the ball to start this second half, and they came out of the locker room late. They're still down there finishing up their warm-ups.
Yeah, and they changed the rules. I think it's about 12, 15 years ago now, where instead of just having the 20 minutes, they had a 3-minute extra time that's the band has to be on the field, and they just do warm-ups. And I don't know if Shawnee kind of didn't realize that the clock was already done for those 3 minutes, but it appears that Coach West has them kind of huddled up, and they're going to be returning the ball here to start the second half.
Next week, we're in Kenton, where the Redskins will be on the road. Let's talk a little bit about that ball game as we get ready for the start of the second half here.
Well, last year it was the game of the year. It was a battle of 2 9-0 teams where the winner won the Western Buckeye League outright. One of the biggest crowds I've ever seen here for any regular season high school football game, let alone here, just at Harmon Field. It was a tremendous atmosphere. Kenton obviously pulled away as both teams went to the playoffs. Kenton would end up being state runner-up last year. This year, Kenton's got a very realistic chance of making the playoffs, and Wapak has a pretty steady season, but playoff possibilities are pretty slim.
Ewing's kick is short. It'll be fielded at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon Cole will be able to jump on that ball. When you see a ball go up that high in the air, you usually don't see it like that on a kickoff return. And, it's a lot different than a punt. It's a live ball. You got to get on it.
We heard those instructions being shouted from the Shawnee coaching staff next door to us here. So the Indians will start this possession at their own 24-yard line. And we'll see what kind of offensive production they can put together here in the second half. Bailey will be under center. He'll have a receiver to each side and an I formation behind him. It'll be Friesen to the right side and gets maybe a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, first time we've really seen that look this game from the Indians, and the Redskins were not fooled. The Redskins very stout against the run. They came into the night third against the rush. And they're really kind of showing that so far. Shawnee only really has those 2 really long runs, but again, that's kind of the nature of their offense.
Second down and 9 coming up. Bailey will send Miller wide to the right. Mulcahy in motion across the backfield. The counter play again, and Friesen will bring it up to the 29-yard line, so a gain of 4.
Yeah, nose tackle Nate Ballantyne. First time we've kind of mentioned him. One of our favorite guys to kind of watch in motion. Kind of undersized, playing nose guard at 5'7", 145. That time able to kind of make the play from behind. We've seen him earlier in this year create a lot of havoc with penetration using his quickness.
So another third down situation, a 3rd and 4 this time, a little more manageable for the Indians. They put Friesen in motion. He'll take the handoff. Looking for the corner. He is hit in the backfield and spun down.
Thomas Shanline, tremendous job right there. Was being blocked, was engaged at the time, was able to hold on with one kind of big paw, and that was enough to take Friesen down. Just a tremendous job and not giving up. The 3rd and reasonable, able to make the play in the backfield to force a 4th down.
That was a great look at on the replay there. 4th down and 7 now. And the Indians will go into the punt formation. Cody Rollins back there.
Yeah, I believe that's a different punter. I think Connor Bianco was the punter earlier.
Low snap, scoops it up, puts the foot into it. Good kick this time. It will hit at the 42-yard line and be fielded at the 35 by Crawford, who goes to the far side of the field, and he is knocked off his feet as he gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce Correa kind of excited after making the play right there. Crawford, pretty, explosive type player. Pretty good job in coverage that time for the Indians.
Well, the Indians defense back out onto the field. They spent a lot of time on the field in the first half. And the Redskins will come out with 9:50 to play here in this third quarter.
And this will be the kind of the key to the ball game. Can the Indians rise to the occasion and stop this Redskin offense?
Here's a handoff to the man, and a miracle across midfield. He's loose to the 40-yard line, to the far side of the field, and brought down as he gets to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon Cole trips him up from behind right there. Nice little trap play. Miracle, bending it back just again and being really patient. As you can see here on this replay, kind of sidesteps a couple different tacklers, a little change of direction, change of speed to be able to explode up there for the big gain.
And Brandon Cole with the touchdown-saving tackle because he had a lot of green in front of him. 26 yards on the gain there for Miracle. Morgan under center on a first down. Handoff. Coming to the near side is Wendell, and he'll get down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon Cole again on the tackle. We can see why he's second in the Western Buckeye League in tackles, coming in with 112 tackles coming into the football game. We're calling his name quite a bit as he is making plays from sideline to sideline.
Second down and 6 now. They'll put the ball closer to the 28-yard line. Morgan under center. He has Miracle and Greavy behind him. And it'll be Miracle, this time off the left. Gets maybe a yard as he kind of fell forward there.
Yeah, much better job that time by the front of Shawnee to be able to, disrupt that play. Cole Schischler and Jensen McCormick, creating some havoc there in the interior.
So a 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Redskins as Morgan brings the play in from the sideline. It'll be Greavy and Miracle in the backfield again. Again, Miracle off the left side. He finds a hole and will get up close to the 20-yard line and should have another 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it right there. It's close, but looks like they're going to go ahead and, yes, give them that 1st down. Again, nice movement on that left-hand side and an explosive, quick cut inside. And that's one thing you got to credit the Redskins. Most people, when they're quick, they want to be quick to the outside. The Redskins can hit you quick, between the tackles.
Mm-hmm. One thing we haven't seen tonight, Paul, is Morgan carrying the ball very much. And he's actually a pretty elusive runner himself. Here's a pitch, and it'll be Miracle to the right. He cuts it back to the middle of the field and knocked down as he gets inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And another long gain on 1st down.
And, this time we just had the perfect angle here in the press box to be able to see that cutback lane, and we could see Jensen Miracle, turning his head and seeing where that cutback lane is. Definitely we might be able to see it here in this this replay. Just watching him look to the left and see that's where I want to go. He wants to go, past that over-pursuing defense of the Indians to be able to pick up, those extra yardage.
Miracle in the backfield again. This time the handoff goes off the left side and down to the 10-yard line. So another 1st down for the Redskins.
And we have seen the script before so far this game. The Redskins, chewing up chunks of yardage as they are matriculating the ball towards the end zone.
Nice work. It's an official game now. 7:24 remaining 3rd quarter. Here's the pitch to Miracle going the left side. He's hit, and he's knocked down inside the 5-yard line at about the 3.
Yeah, first time we've seen this look from the Redskins, the full house T backfield, and we do have a player down. Looks like Brandon Cole is down for the Shawnee Indians.
Boy, that would leave a big hole in that Indians defense if their leading tackler has to exit this game. And he is down there at the 5-yard line. There's the training staff attending to him.
You can see Coach Fry, discussing strategy there with Cody Morgan. Obviously, you never want to see any type of injury situation, no matter who they are, let alone if it's one of your better players. You can see the Indians players on a knee, both on the field and on the sideline.
And he is on his feet, and that's a good sign. They're still talking to him over there, though.
In the stat update, Jensen Miracle's up to 154 yards on the game on 24 carries. There's a nice round of applause here for Brandon Cole as he walks towards the sideline.
Well, and hopefully he's able to shake the cobwebs and get back into this game, because he is a big contributor for this Indians team. 2nd down and goal now. Ball at the 4-yard line. Morgan under center, 3 backs behind him now. And the handoff to the right side. Not much there. Looked like Wendell in the carry. Yep, I think it was Greavy actually.
Yeah, Mulcahy and Taylor there for the stop to be able to finally push the Redskins backwards. Sometimes you have to stand up and be able to make a play. So far we haven't seen the Indians make the play in the red zone as a defensive unit. They're going to have 2 more opportunities to see if they can really shut them out of the end zone.
3rd down and goal, ball at the 4-yard line. Greavy, Miracle, and Wendell in the backfield. And the handoff, Miracle left side, and he is stacked up. He may have gotten a yard, but there wasn't a lot there. So that will bring up 4th down and goal. Looks like they gave him the 3-yard line.
It looks like they're actually just inside the 2-yard line, Dan, on this. So about a yard and a half it looks like they need to do to get into the end zone. Can the Indians do it? Can the defense stop the Redskins as they're going to come out in this full house backfield once again?
Schmerge into the backfield as Jensen checks out. Pitch will go to Schmerge. He finds the corner, and he falls forward. And
they're going to mark him short.
Yep. So the Indians offense will come out onto the field as the Indians defense throws up a wall at the 1.
Yeah, we got another player down, for the Indians, as we'll see if, Dan, if you can catch as we watch this replay right here. Schmerge cuts up, and you can see his knee is down. He's definitely not in the end zone. And a nice call by the officials. Knee is down way before he extended out. Good call by the defense, by the officials, and, nice job for the defense of the Indians to be able to finally get that stop. And it was number 69, Jalen Taylor, is the one that was down. He's kind of running off now, and nice job there by the Indians. That's the good news. Now the bad news is they're 99 yards from where they want to be.
Right. But this is a quick strike offense, like you mentioned. So they will start this one at their own 1-yard line. Bailey under center. They put a man in motion across the backfield. Handoff to the right side. And he is down the center of the field. Friesen will be all alone in the end zone. 99 yards to pay dirt.
So that's definitely not one you're going to see topped in an American high school football. A 99-yard touchdown run. Tyler Friesen's going to have his names in the history books for Shawnee football and high school football, for all time. 99-yard touchdown run on a straight ISO play from their own 1-yard line. Unbelievable.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get some room between them and their own end zone, and they accomplished that.
Friesen, his 11th touchdown run of the year, and he put a charge into that Shawnee Indian sideline with that one.
Bianco will be on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And I'm being told that that's Friesen's second 99-yard run of the season.
Unbelievable.
5:24 left here in the third quarter, and the Redskins still lead 28-14. You're watching high school football on TSC.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
Are you hungry for some great food? Then come get some at CJ's Pizza. With fantastic prices and amazing food, you can't go wrong no matter what you order. Every Friday night during the football season, stop in and get an 18-inch 2-topping pizza and 20 wings for $25 between 4 and close. CJ's Pizza has 2 locations, the Grandview Plaza in Wapakoneta and on Main Street in Cridersville. CJ's Pizza. Come get some. Tonight's broadcast of TSC Touchdown Friday is brought to you in part by Frost Roofing. When you have a roofing problem, trust Frost Roofing. And by CJ's Pizza in Wapakoneta and Cridersville.
Back here for the third quarter, 5:24 remaining in our third quarter. The Redskins on top, 28-14. I'm Dan Hirn along with Paul Sadler. And Paul, that was an impressive run by Friesen. My understanding now is that his other 99-yard run was a kickoff return.
Well, irregardless, still unbelievable. And I'll give you the quick drive summary. That was a one-play 99-yard run. Somehow that took 14 seconds. It seemed like he went a little bit faster than that.
It did seem like that. And I would guess that if you asked the backfield for the Redskins defense, they would say the same. Bianco to kick it away. That one will be fielded inside the 5-yard line as Crawford brings it back up the middle. He's upended as he gets to the 25-yard line. So a big turn of events for the Indians as they make the big stop defensively and then come up with the huge play.
and you really, we talked about, they're both running teams, but how different they are. Wapak had a 12-play scoring drive, a 16-play scoring drive. Shawnee has 2 one-play scoring drives for their 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it took him 14 seconds. It would have been more like 14 minutes for the Redskins offense to go 99 yards. Here's a run up the middle, across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And Miracle again with the carry.
And if you watch Miracle and really have it scouted, with the way he likes to cut back, their backside linebacker really has to stay home and anticipate that comeback, because a lot of times he's going to come right to you. You can see right there just a little trap play, and his tendency, he likes to bend the ball back.
So the ball at the 35-yard line. It was an 8-yard carry on first down. And the Redskins rush to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Wendell to the near side, tripped up as he gets across the 35, but he'll be close to another first down.
A nice play right there. Alec Clark coming in and making that play for the Shawnee defense. However, that is enough for a first down. Again, it'd be really interesting if, the Indians, they've cut it down to a 2-touchdown game. If somehow they could stop the Redskins and get good field position, maybe they can get even some more confidence to have a real chance in this game.
Here's the handoff to Greavy, going to the left. He is strung out well by the Indians defense and stopped as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And Brandon Cole and Alice Clark doing a really great job, stretch it out there. Cole was a little bit dinged up before. Obviously, he is back. And a very vital cog of this Indian defense.
Here you see a look at it from the backside. And Greavy brought down as he got back to the line. They give him a yard on the carry, so a second down at 9.
Can the Indians, for the first time, get back-to-back good plays defensively?
Morgan back to pass, lobs it out to Greavy on the near side. Caught at the 45, he'll go down as he gets across midfield and picks up another Redskin first down.
Yeah, Morgan be very efficient, only a second pass attempt of the game, and now he's 2 for 2. That time hitting Greavy. Greavy, that's his 16th reception on the year. The Redskins, they don't throw a lot, but, especially with Gibson earlier year, they throw a decent amount. With 3 guys with 15 receptions or more, with Crawford, Chrysler, and now Greavy.
14-yard reception there for Greavy. Here's Miracle back to the ground, across the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. And one thing that's been impressive for the Redskins tonight is they've had so many carries on the ground, but they have not coughed up the ball.
Yeah, it's been a very clean game, and quite frankly, with as nasty as it was, when we got here earlier where it was cold and rainy, the rain has subsided, since before kickoff of the game, and being a little chilly, it's actually a pretty nice night for football.
Morgan will be under center, second down and 4. Pitch to Miracle going left. He's hitting the backfield, and he'll be stopped after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, Cole Schisler did a great job just getting penetration. He blew his blocker back into the backfield, and not only was able to disrupt the play, he was able to make the tackle. That'll bring up a third down and about a long 3.
Indians seem to be doing a better job of shutting down the run plays to the corners, at least the last couple of them. Morgan will bring the play in from the sideline. Two backs behind him, Wendell and Miracle in the backfield behind Morgan. It'll be Miracle right side. He's hit and dropped as he gets to the 40-yard line, and it will force the Redskins into a 4th down.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Will Brown this time, the big 6'3", 250-pound senior, coming up and making this play, and Coach Fry sending on his punt team. Not unusual for Coach Fry in this situation, part of the field, to be able to go for it. Perhaps getting stopped on that 4th down weighs on his mind a little bit.
Well, if the Redskins do indeed punt it away, it'll be 2 defensive stops for the Indians on consecutive possessions, and there's the fake. And it'll be first down as Schmerge will dive across the pile there and end up at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good job. And that's something that, Shawnee really probably should have, kind of been ready for. That's part of the field where, Coach Fry usually does like to go for it. He does have kind of a reputation for being a maverick on fourth down a little bit. And, we've seen over the years, both here at Wapak as head coach and at St. Mary's in years past, being willing to, roll the dice even on fake punts on fourth down.
Here's the handoff to Miracle. He's got room up the middle, across the 30, still on his feet. He avoids the tackle and will get into the end zone. Nice run by Miracle.
Yeah, nice job. Again, he's just got such, quick little sidestep moves on that trap play, and this time he was able to take it for pay dirt. A 35-yard touchdown run for Miracle.
And what a demoralizing series of plays there for the Indians. After making a couple of strong stops, they forced the Redskins into the punt formation, then give up the first down on the fake punt, and then the run for the touchdown on the next play. Extra point by Ewing is up, and it is good. 1:18 left here in the third quarter, and the Redskins push their lead back out to 21. 35-14 in favor of Wapakoneta. You are watching high school football on TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't. Tonight's broadcast of TSC Touchdown Friday is brought to you in part by TSC, your hometown choice for cable, talk, and internet. And by G.A. Windsor & Son. When you see an orange truck, think green.
1:18 left here in our third quarter, and the Redskins back out to a 21-point lead, 35-14, as Ewing puts the foot into it. It'll be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Up the far side of the field, still on his feet, and diving forward to the 41-yard line is Friesen, who sets up the Indians with good field position here for their next possession.
Yeah, in the drive summary, 9 plays, 74 yards. It took 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Obviously, the key play was the fake punt, fourth down conversion. Jensen Miracle with a 35-yard touchdown run. Now over 200 yards for the game with 30 carries and 208 yards. And I do need to kind of mention, because we got to make sure we mention the the Hogs up front. Both guards, Wyatt Harrison and Michael Giesich, with tremendous blocks to spring that trap play.
Bailey under center, sends Mulcahy in motion across the backfield. Here's a handoff to Friesen off the right side. He'll get maybe 2 yards on the play. And a 2nd down and 8 coming up. So Friesen with a short carry there.
Yeah, they're not all going to go for 99 yards.
Especially when you start at the 40.
Yes.
So the ball out to the 44-yard line. And we're under a minute to play here in this third quarter, as the Indians will bring it to the line. Bailey will work out of the shotgun for one of the few times tonight. 2 receivers to his left. They put a man in motion across the backfield. That's Friesen rolling out Bailey under some pressure. Evades one tackler, now still under pressure and brought down for a loss back at the 35-yard line. As getting in there and finally getting to him is Nate Valentine.
Yeah, Nate Valentine, accomplished wrestler for Wapak, getting in there and actually making the play. Just, too long, the pass is going to need to be made at some point. Wapak does send 5 rushers on the play, and that's tough to maintain your blocks for that long.
That'll be the final play of the third quarter. We'll come back for the final frame with Wapak up 35-14. You are watching high school football on TSC.
I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
12 minutes left in this one. Redskins on top by a score of 35-14. And the Indians will come out facing a 3rd down and 16 from their own 36. And Paul, the Indians have had several big plays tonight, 2 scoring plays. But unfortunately for them, they've had more than enough negative plays offensively.
Yeah, they have. You know, it's basically famine, feast for them so far, and we have a big 3rd down here to see if they can be able to pick up and stay in this ball game.
Mulcahy in motion in the backfield. Bailey hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that ball is loose, and it looks like the Redskins have covered it at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Thomas Shawnee was able to jump on that loose ball, and that's our first turnover for the game, and the Redskins are going to take advantage with tremendous field position.
So the ball pops loose on Bailey as the Redskin defense got good penetration. Here's a good look at it.
Yeah, it looks like someone got their hand on it right away. It might have been Brandon Miller. You know, got it loose right from the get-go. Wasn't able to maintain it, and like I said, Shawnee jumped on it for the Redskins.
Bailey has had company in the backfield every time he's tried to throw it. Wendell with the carry off the right side. He's going to get down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. So now for the Redskins, they just need to keep on keeping on. They've done exactly what they wanted to do all night long. Burn clock, run the ball, and this Indians defense has struggled all night to stop that run.
Yes, they have, Dan.
Morgan under center. He is back to pass. Getting some pressure as he moves to the outside. He will dive across the 25 and go out of bounds near the 22-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a play-action pass right there. Nothing was there. You know, there's penetration right from the beginning. So, you know, good decision by Morgan to just try to tuck it and get whatever he could get. One difference that we can kind of see in the offense for the Redskins compared to when, you know, Kyle Gibson was healthy. You know, Coach Fry had Gibson playing a lot out of shotgun, and he was running the ball quite a bit. You know, Morgan, he probably needs to kind of grow into that a little bit. Coach Fry kind of simplifying the offense for him by keeping him under center, running more wing T stuff.
Wendell to the right side. Nice spin move near the 20-yard line, and he'll dive forward for 5 more. Taking a look at that one.
Yeah, it was nice when they break out the B button for that spin move here.
So Wendell with the dive forward to the 15-yard line. And again, this Indians defense with their back up against the wall. Morgan under center. Handoff Miracle. He'll go to the right side and gains a couple on the play inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, slicing in there from his backside linebacking spot is Alec Clark, senior, coming in and making the play on that trap. One of the few times that Shawnee has really done a really good job in defending the trap play.
And this lead has allowed Coach Fry to talk to his quarterback, Cody Morgan, in between every play. As Morgan goes to the sideline and talks to Coach Fry, brings the play into the huddle. And they use the majority of the play clock. Here's the handoff, left side. And Miracle fights his way down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Miracle doing a great job hugging his blocks on that time. and really kind of getting his shoulder pads forward and lunging forward and getting a lot of positive yards on the play.
It was a good look at it as he comes right at you.
And you got to credit the Redskins just team blocking. I mean, you saw everybody downfield blocking. The backside tight end that time, Greavy downfield, you know, getting an extra block on the free safety.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. And it's Jensen Miracle up the middle again. He gets down to the 1.
Second and goal.
And this time Morgan was going to come over, and Coach Fry kind of waved him back. He's like, you know what, youngin, you don't need to come over here this time. I'll send the play to you.
Miller looking like he's going to check into the ball game, and he'll come trotting in. Ryan Greavy will exit the ball game.
Well, we'll see what Coach Fry dials up here. Sometimes, you know, he just kind of likes a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak in this situation.
This time it'll be Miracle diving over the pile and into the end zone for the touchdown. His second touchdown tonight. And we'll give the Redskins 41.
And just quick little dive play and, you know, finds the end zone once again for the Redskins. You know, jumping up and getting above.
Ewing is on to attempt the extra point. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And so with 9:10 remaining in our ball game, it's the Redskins 42 and the Indians 14. You're watching high school football on TSC.
When you think of protecting your assets, there's more than just your home and car. There's also your life and your family's future. Ensure those you love most are taken care of with protection planning. Life changes and opportunities occur. Look to someone you can trust with a customized approach. Minster Bank's Private Wealth Management Group, investment and insurance products. Not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Kick by Ewing, hugs the dirt. It'll be scooped up at the 15-yard line and up across the 20 to the 25 to the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Indians will start their next possession with 9:02 remaining here in our ball game, and the Redskins on top by a score of 42-14.
Yeah, second shortest scoring drive of the game for the Redskins. 7 plays, 28 yards, only 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Miracle with a 1-yard touchdown plunge. Now has 227 yards for the game as well as 2 scores.
They'll spot the ball closer to the 34-yard line. One thing that the Indians have done pretty well is return kicks.
Well, they came into the game where, you know, that's one of their, you know, strengths of the team. You know, Friesen, you know, leads the Western Buckeye League with 2 touchdowns returned and a 31-yard average.
Bailey will work out of the shotgun now. On this first down play, he has Thomas back there with him on his right hip, man in motion across the backfield. And not much there on that run play. Looked like that was Mulcahy with the carry. We've called his name a few times tonight. We haven't always said it correctly.
No, we definitely haven't. But, you know, I think it was Bailey on the carry that time. But we do have a quick story about McKay. We kind of heard, you know, on the radio he's being interviewed and kind of mentioned about broadcasters butchering his name. And I have to apologize to him because I was guilty of that. And I even kind of have it written out phonetically so that I'm saying it right. So, you know, I apologize to, I should just call him Casey and I won't mispronounce that.
Here's Thomas with the carry going to the left side. He'll get back across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Not a huge gain, but positive yardage, but brings down a 3rd down and long.
And Thomas has been kind of in check so far this game. You know, one of the home run hitters for Shawnee came into the game, 7th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing.
Yeah, we haven't even called his name that much as far as touching the ball. Vernon wide to the near side. Bailey under center puts Mulcahy in motion. Back to pass. Fires it to the near side, and it is picked off. Alex Greavy going to take it back up the near sideline across the 25. Still loose and knocked down as he gets to the 21-yard line.
Wow, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. Some definite miscommunication on that play. That's Bailey's 5th interception thrown on the year, but looks like he was expecting a corner route, and he definitely didn't get that. Thrown right to Greavy, one of the easier interceptions that'll get on the year.
There you see Mulcahy in motion. Bailey back to pass. And his intended receiver was a few yards downfield. So Redskins will have another possession here as they start this drive at the Indians' 21-yard line. Left side, and Miracle falls forward across the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Well, we mentioned before that, this is a rivalry game. Wapak has won the last 2 matchups of these two teams, including last year's game 41-14 at Shawnee. But, over the years, this has been a pretty balanced rivalry. The last 6 meetings they've split, and out of the last 5 meetings, the home team has won 4 out of the last 5, and it looks like that streak's going to be extended to 5 out of the last 6.
Miracle hit as he takes the handoff. He'll be dropped for little or no gain, and a 3rd down and 4 coming up. Under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game.
So Wapak's actually only 4 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions, which is not great considering they've had some 3rd and pretty reasonables. But what's made that even, able to be overcome a lot more is they've been 4 out of 5 on 4th down conversions.
Mm-hmm. Morgan with Wendell and Miracle in the backfield behind him. It'll be Wendell to the right side. He escapes to the far corner, to the 10, to the 5, to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and that carry also puts the Redskins over 300 yards rushing for the game. And this game has been all Redskins as, they've put 48 up on the board already with an extra point to come.
And the Redskins have done it mostly on the ground. They've passed the ball twice tonight, completed both of them, but everything else has been on the ground.
Yeah, 15-yard touchdown run by Wendell on his 3rd time he's hit pay dirt tonight, and it's all Redskins tonight.
Ewing's extra point is up, and it is good. 6:18 left in our ball game. It's the Redskins 49 and the Indians 14. You're watching high school football on TSC.
This news alert just in. TSC, located throughout Auglaize County and Southern Allen County, has been accused of having the lowest prices of telephone, television, and high-speed internet service in the area, packages starting as low as $59.95 a month. Now, while other companies have yet to comment, TSC spokesperson had this to say.
We simply want to offer folks the most affordable packages of the highest quality products. It's just that simple.
To speak with a TSC representative for yourself, dial either of these 2 phone numbers.
Are you hungry for some great food? Then come get some at CJ's Pizza. With fantastic prices and amazing food, you can't go wrong no matter what you order. Every Friday night during the football season, stop in and get an 18-inch 2-topping pizza and 20 wings for $25 between 4 and close. CJ's Pizza has 2 locations, the Grandview Plaza in Wapakoneta and on Main Street in Cridersville. CJ's Pizza. Come get some.
49-14, Redskins with the lead here in the 4th quarter as we take a look at the scoring from earlier in this ball game. Here's the opening kickoff returned by Alex Greavy, and he will go all the way to the house. Or excuse me, to the 1-yard line. It'll be followed by this 1-yard plunge by Morgan. Here's a return, or excuse me, the first offensive play for the Indians. And it has been all Redskins from there. Wendell with his first touchdown. And here's the long 99-yard run by Friesen. Takes it all the way to the other end. Back to the Redskins. Miracle with a nice run. And then Miracle with a diving touchdown. And then finally, this touchdown run by Wendell to the outside. His 3rd of the night.
Yeah, back to live action right there. The Indians, Mulcahy, was able to get the ball out there to about the 28-yard line.
So the Indians offense back out onto the field. They exited after the interception on their last possession. And they've been looking for a spark. They've had a couple of long runs, a 76-yarder by Mulcahy and a 99-yarder by Friesen, but other than that, their offense has been dormant most of the night. Here's a pitch to the near side. Friesen looking for the corner, finds it, and plows his way up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, to kind of put things in perspective, out of those 2 runs, they have 175 yards, and for the rest of the game, they just have 49 more yards rushing total. So, you know, again, it's either all or nothing, it seems to be, for the Shawnee offense. You know, and unfortunately, you know, that's maybe one of the reasons why they've only had 1 win so far.
Well, we've talked about scoring drives for the Redskins, and for the Indians, we've talked about scoring plays.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And, you know, just the discrepancy in total number of rushes and total number of plays total. You know, Wapak, you know, has 64 plays. Shawnee only has 24 plays. You know, 40 more plays in a game, it's pretty tough to overcome.
There's a nice carry by Friesen off the right side. He'll get the first down up to the 44-yard line. And for Shawnee, they will be hosting St. Mary's next week, while these Redskins will be on the road at Kenton. Oh, and a timeout going to be taken here by the Indians with 5:19 left in this game. The Redskins with a 49-14 lead, and Paul, a little bit of action there on the ground for the Indians, but this Wapak defense, and we talked about it at the beginning of this game, that the defense was going to decide who won this game. One of these defenses was going to come up and stop the running game of the other team, and the other one was going to lose.
Yeah, and really, you know, the Indians have not had really any answer whatsoever for the Redskins, you know, grinded out version of your offense. Wapak, you know, has stopped a lot of the Indians. You know, they've given up the 2 really big plays, but, you know, when you're scoring every possession, you leave yourself a little bit of leeway.
Mm-hmm.
But he has mentioned kind of, you know, Shawnee next week, you know, they only have the 1 win. Well, they're going to be matching up with St. Mary's Rough Riders next week. The Rough Riders still looking for their first victory. So, you know, obviously, you know, both teams are going to be pretty spirited and want to get that last win, you know, for their seniors for the last time they put on their uniform.
Thomas with the carry there for 4 yards up to the 49-yard line.
And that sometimes that gets lost, you know, sometimes, you know, for, you know, the Redskins here, this is week 9, but this is their last time that, you know, their seniors get to put on, you know, those red home jerseys. So, you know, they really, you know, are trying to take in every bit of this moment.
Mm-hmm. Miller wide to the right. They put Thomas in motion across the backfield. Bailey looking to pass, and he's met by 4 red jerseys. There's those home jerseys. Bailey's had a good look at them tonight.
Yeah, Bracey and Farrenball were right there. You know, I can't tell if that was, you know, just, you know, poorly blocked, or, you know, they just had him outflanked there on the right-hand side. But, you know, absolutely no time whatsoever for Bailey. And, you know, he's taken a couple hits tonight.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
And Bailey's actually coming off the field, and you know, we kind of mentioned those seniors. Nathan Bracey, the senior, just coming off a little bit right now, and Coach Fry, you know, kind of letting his seniors get a round of applause.
Bryce Correa in there at the quarterback spot. It'll be Thomas around the right end. He finds a hole. He's across the 40 to the 35, still on his feet at the 30, and finally brought down as he gets inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Thomas, you know, the explosive freshman, he averages 6.3 a carry. As we mentioned, coming into the game, you know, with the 7th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing, you know, an explosive type player on that jet sweep. And again, it's just trying to take advantage of, you know, their total team speed, you know, with that quick short motion.
29-yard scamper there for Thomas.
And Shawnee, impressively, if you just look at total yardage, you know, there's 262 yards on 24 carries. They're averaging over 10 yards a play, but unfortunately only have 14 points to show for it.
Brady Correa lines up wide to the far side left. Here's Thomas again. Spun down as he gets across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, Nick Steinke, a sophomore coming in and making that play for the Redskins. As we're starting to see, a few more substitutions on the defensive side of the ball for the Redskins, and Coach West kind of following the same thing, allowing some additional playing time on the offensive side of the ball.
This is probably the longest drive of the night for the Indians. This is play number 7. Man in motion across the backfield. That's Fulham going to the left side. He's going to pick up the first down as he's knocked down inside the 15-yard line at about the 13.
The Indians got to feel good, starting to execute and be able to put some plays together. Again, still trying to build a little bit, for next week, where they, even though they're not going to look like they're going to win this game, they obviously have an opportunity to win next week's game. So they still want to execute, they still want to get better, and they want to get the ball in the end zone this drive.
It'll be a first down and 10 for the Indians. Ball at the 13-yard line. Korea under center, has a man in motion. Coming to the near side and stopped at about the line of scrimmage. Short gain there for Jake Thomas.
Casey Stauffer, defensive line junior, coming in and making that play right at the line of scrimmage.
Thomas, a 5'7", 116-pound sophomore, 155-pound sophomore with the carry. Looks like Hefner now in the backfield. Nope. That's 22, Zach Kaplan with the carry up the middle. Short gain on second down, brings up a third down and about 7.
Now, Isaac Kirby, one of the players that was still, sometimes he can be considered a starter, plays starter snaps, still out there for the Redskin defense on the play.
So a third down and 6 now. Ball at the 9-yard line. On the 10th play of the drive, it'll be Fulham to the left side. He looks like he's got the corner, and he'll get into the end zone for the touchdown. There it is. Waiting for the indication, but he did get into the end zone for the Indians' touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like Keaton Metz might have had the pursuit angle on and wasn't able to make the play. Nice job there on the jet sweep, getting to the outside. Nice seal block there by number 28, Jake Thomas, the sophomore, to be able to spring the corner for the outside.
And the 9-yard run caps the drive for the Indians as they get into the end zone here in the fourth quarter. On a third down play. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Korea under center is back to pass. Lobs it to the back corner of the end zone. It'll be incomplete as a flag comes down.
Yeah, a couple flags come down. All kinds of contact on that play. That time Joel Hagemeyer, getting kind of mixed up with the wide receiver. Going to call pass interference here. Although didn't really look like, it was going to be much of a play on it, so he just needs to have his head turned, avoid the contact, and he would have been in good enough position.
Brady Korea was the intended receiver over there in the corner. Now the Indians will go for 2 again here. Korea under center. They have the man in motion again, and they'll hand it off on the reverse to Jake Thomas, and he will get in for that 2-point conversion. So 1:05 left in this ball game, and the Redskins with a 49-22 lead. You are watching high school football on TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter here at Harmon Field. Redskins with a 49-22 lead, but the Indians put together their best drive of the night.
Yeah, 10 plays, 72 yards, 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Justin Fulham with his first touchdown of the year, a 9-yard run. And then Jake Thomas puts on the 2-point conversion to give us the score currently at 49-22 in favor of Wapak. It looks like we're going to get an onside kick here.
Connor Bianco tees it up, and it definitely looks that way. Kick is away. Takes a bounce and will be covered up by Schmerge over there on the far side at about the 43-yard line. So the Redskins will have the ball and just 1:05 to burn before coming away with their 6th win of the season. Right now they have a 49-22 lead, and they have owned the clock tonight, owned the ground game, and played some stout defense against this Indians team.
Yeah, and you mentioned, their 6th win. That would guarantee them a winning season. This would be the first time that Wapak would have 3 consecutive winning seasons since the 1990 to 1992 seasons.
Cameron Locke with the carry off the left side. So an impressive string of seasons put together by Coach Fry and his Redskins.
And Coach Fry, obviously in his 3rd year here at Wapak, came into the game with a 22-8 record. That's a 73% winning percentage. It's going to improve by 1 to 23-8.
Here's Logan Martin to the right side. He's going to get up to midfield.
Yeah, I got to point out right there on that play, Heath Newman, the sophomore with a tremendous kick-out block, was able to put his man to the ground on that play.
Keaton Metz in there at the quarterback spot. We're under 20 seconds to play here. The Redskins going to improve, as we said, to 6-3 with the win. Let's see if they get one more play off here. And it'll be a dive up the middle, across midfield. And the Redskins will come away with the win. Your final score here at Harmon Field tonight, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 49 and the Shawnee Indians 22. We'll be back to wrap this one up next on TSC.
So, you think just because you're from a small town, you can't have everything that the big towns have? Wrong. At TSC, we offer over 300 digital cable channels to you right here in the heart of the Midwest. Surprised? Don't be. We're TSC. No contracts, no gimmicks, and everything is straightforward and down to earth. Order your digital cable package today, and the HD is free. Now you're talking smart.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
They're ringing the bell here at Harmon Field as the Wapakoneta Redskins come away with a 49-22 win over the Shawnee Indians. And really, Paul, this game wasn't quite as close as that score would indicate.
Well, it's still a pretty big score right there. Obviously, the Redskins, executed their game plan to a T offensively, and they send their seniors out for the last time here at Harmon Field as winners.
Pretty good, a couple of pretty good individual performances on the field tonight, including a strong outing by Jensen Miracle.
Yeah, Jensen Miracle, one of those seniors that we mentioned, ended up with 233 yards on 37 carries for 2 touchdowns. His partner in crime, Josh Wendell, also chipped in 3 touchdowns rushing.
The Wapakoneta Redskins did everything they wanted to do offensively. There were a few bright spots on the Indian side of the ball.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, they had 2 big plays. Obviously, Mulcahy had the big 76-yard touchdown run in the first half. And then Tyler Friesen with the 99-yard touchdown run. He ended up with 154 yards rushing, but only on 10 carries.
Right, Friesen did not get a lot of touches, but he did take advantage of the few that he did get, and he was one of the few bright spots offensively for the Indians here tonight. The Indians will fall with the loss to 1-8. They are now 1-7 overall in the WBL. The Redskins, with the win, will improve their record to 6-3 and 5-3 inside the WBL. The Redskins on the road next week to take on the Kenton Wildcats in what should be a pretty good ball game as well.
Yeah, it certainly should. So we look for an entertaining game that week. And, one more stat I do want to throw out at you. Jensen Miracle had more rushing attempts than Shawnee had total plays.
Wow.
Shawnee only had 33 total plays for the game.
Yeah, the Redskins had no trouble doing what they wanted to do with their offensive game plan coming into this game. So a strong outing for the Redskins offensively and defensively, for that matter, as they finish off the Shawnee Indians by a final score of 49-22. For Paul Sadler, I'm Dan Hirn. Thanks to all of our crew and our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'll take you out with highlights of tonight's ball game. You've been watching high school football on TSC.